And hello and welcome everyone. This is the 10th year of the Predator WPA Men's World 10-Ball Championship. 96 players vying for one of the most prestigious titles in pool, along with $250,000 of prize fund. Look at this lag. $70,000 for the winner. This is the second semifinal. Ko Ping Chung has defeated the reigning Carlo Beato and awaits the winner of this match. And here we have Alex Kazakis, the Pride of Greece, also known as Kazabubu. And he's after the man from South Dakota with over 133 titles, looking for his first World 10-Ball title, Shane Van Boening. And we're off and running in Ho Chi Minh City, Vietnam. That is our referee Yukon Chow from China. She likes to be called Coco. Racking the balls for these gentlemen's 10-Ball Championship. With me in the booth is a professional pool player, 3-time Dutch champion and commentator, Tim de Ruyter. Welcome, Tim.
Thank you, George. What a match we have here. Very much looking forward to see both gentlemen in action. We've seen quite a bit from Shane on this TV table. I haven't really seen Kazakis play, but he beat a bunch of champions to get to this semi-final match, so I'm looking forward to this match.
It's a lot to look forward to. Kazakis was Shane's second match, and he defeated him in 2 straight sets. So Shane has already made an impression on Kazabubu, and we'll see how he handles the second meeting.
Well, he did make a ball on the break, but has to push, has to be careful to the position where he's pushing out to. Shane could possibly go aggressive to make the 2-ball. Of course, if he pushes the cue ball near the rail, it's going to be a difficult shot, but we both know how offensive SVB can be.
One of his strengths, the strength of this game here for Shane, is his break. He's a great shot maker, plays good position, and he's also, surprisingly extremely good at defense. He's so well-rounded. And when he's intense and on, there's no better.
Yeah, I think it's very interesting. Back in the day, I would never consider him as a tactician, but he's been playing so much one pocket in the last couple of years that earlier on in the matches I've seen him outmove most of the pros he's played this week. Found it very interesting.
Good observation. And there's a good example.
Yeah, I was just gonna say, shots like this, I mean, I'm quite sure most of the people did not see this coming. Most of them would probably be going for the shot, or maybe at least bumping the balls, but he played a very clean safety shot here.
Well, I think we're going to see a lot of Shane in this match, because Shane does have a World 9-Ball title and a World 8-Ball title, but at one of his best games, which is 10-Ball, he does not have a World 10-Ball title. In fact, no one has all 3. And, oh boy. Looks like Alex got a little bit of a roll to get behind the 6. Are you going to jump at this, or are you going to go rail first, Tim?
Well, I would say rail first. The only problem is the cue ball is automatically going 2 rails after. I don't think you're gonna get on the 3-ball. But he's probably thinking, let me just make the 2 and will play a good safety on the 3 ball.
Um,
3 balls on the pocket.
Well, he has called the 3 ball.
it
Would be
goes.
surprised if he really takes a shot at it.
Why not? He goes off the 6 and gets shape on the 4. You know, he may not.
he
I don't
played
think
it
he
with
went for it. He's playing safe.
Yeah, I think he played the overcut, but called it in case. I mean, at times you're gonna hit it actually on the sweet spot. So you're aiming to overcut the ball, and then you maybe put a little bit of spin on it, and now suddenly you make it. Well, then if you didn't call it, you might lose the initiative. So still played a good cue ball. Now, these two have played against each other a couple times. Of course, I think a lot of people will remember the one time where Kazakis was on fire. I think it was in the World Pool Masters. And he beat Shane. Correct me if I'm wrong. I thought it was like 9-0 or something. Like, I think Kazakis played absolutely perfect. So there might be some, well, not hard feelings, but there might be some battles outside of the pool table between these two, which is beautiful to watch as well.
Well, keep in mind that just in this tournament, Alex was Shane's second opponent, and he went down to Shane in 2 straight sets. And Shane in complete control of that match.
3 balls on the pocket.
And already we've seen from Shane that he's not here to give up any opportunities to Alex that he doesn't have to. Cue ball. Alex defeated Po Shun Chow from New Zealand 2-0, Wessam Hamam from Egypt 2-1, Levan Corteza from the Philippines 2-1, Sun Yi Sun, Chinese Taipei 3-0, Alex Montpellier from France 3-0, and then Marco Tuchert 3-2. Keep in mind, we went from 2 out of 3 sets to 3 out of 5 sets, and into the last 32.
Oh, double bump on the 5 ball. Beautiful jump from Kazakis. Was difficult to get on the 5. I think the cue ball was going to be too speedy unless you played the bump on the 5, and he's hit it really well.
Yeah, I think that jump shot won him the game. Now he has to just stay steady through these last 5 balls and bring home the win.
Yeah, definitely a different style than Shane. Kazakis, in my opinion, one of the hardest workers out there. If you imagine, he's a very stubborn customer, I think. Just the grind he puts in the match at times is unreal. But in some way he likes to play against Shane. As he takes the opening rack, Alex Kazakis opening his account.
Yeah, I was watching Alex practice prior to the start of this semifinal, and watching him match. He plays like he practices, which is a very dangerous thing.
Yeah, I don't think there's a different style for Kazakis too. Like, this is just how he plays, and well, that's it. You know, like, he's not going to be any faster. He's not going to be extremely slow. Like, we have a shot clock, of course. So he's always going to be that same consistent, solid. He's just like a rock, you know, like just super solid. Always find it impressive, you know, like you won't see him miss the easy balls in general. He just, when things get tough, he just keeps fighting, keeps working his way through it. You know, I think it's fascinating skills.
Well, the 2 ball goes spinning in, Tim, and he's got a shot on this 1-7. What do you think? Offense, of course. Looks like it to me.
Yeah, if that 1-7 combination, yeah, guaranteed he has to go for it. And he can send the 1 ball over to the top left corner.
This is winter breaks, so as long as Alex keeps breaking like that, Shane can't get out of his chair. In this set, they will alternate the break when they alternate the sets.
Extension.
Kazakis winning the lag means he breaks first, and will also get to shoot first, have the choice to shoot first if it happens to go to a shootout when the 5th and deciding set is tied at 3. Or if it goes that far.
Well, we did see a very quick match earlier this morning between Carlo Biado and Koping Chung. Koping Chung winning that 3-0. Although that looks quite comfortably. But if you look at the scores, 4-1, 4-3 and 4-2. So Carlo did try to move himself into the match, but was denied. This match could go a similar scoreline, but I have a feeling this one could be very close. We might be in it for a while.
Koping Chung is such a tactician, and what a cue ball he plays, but Alex Kazakis has let the Kraken out of the box here. What did Shane just do? My, what
I
a turn
don't
of events.
understand.
Miss and a scratch.
I mean, they say it's the most difficult shot actually when the ball is right in between the jaws to get the shape on your next ball. But it's something that when you go to the practice table and you try this, you always seem to succeed to get on your next shot. But now when you're in a match, suddenly the funny things happen. I've seen this so often and I'm just mesmerized by what just happened. Never expected this to happen for Shane.
Well, that is one of the things I tell a lot of players. When the ball's in the middle of the pocket, as you just noted, practice it, because it's hard to get good position from a ball in the middle of the pocket like that. The ball checks on the rail. You have to hit it just right. You have to hit it low so it doesn't check. So yes, and Shane did it all right except the angle. Let's see what it ends up costing him. Because in these short races, it can be quite a bit. And Alex with 2 on the board. Shane in comfort on the chair. There it is again. Wow. Well, this tournament is being played on the Predator Arc tables, covered with the Predator Arcadia cloth, and they're using the Predator Arco 2 balls. And you'll see the reflection on the balls when they rack them from the Predator Arena lights. Other sponsors other than Predator are Yalin, Little Monster, the WPA, Kamui, and Up to Break, the Pride of Greece.
Breaking from the side rail, the one ball gets the kiss. This is gonna come up dry. Now, SVB did let that rack slip away to Kazakis. Does not want the set to slip away, of course. It's being down 2-0. It's a small distance, but it is a distance. The initiative now with Kazakis and this safety on the break. Not a very easy push out to play, I think, George.
No, that one ball's all by its lonesome. He's going to want to push out to where he can maybe catch an edge and get behind something. Shane is very good at this particular thing in push outs. Because Shane does what Shane does and others can't do the same. So you always know he's up to something. But it's just a second game and both players with an error. He's left the shot.
Yeah, the only thing I'm wondering is how to get on that 2 ball This is looking quite straight. Might have a slight angle to do something with the cue ball. Definitely have to thump the ball in and force an angle with the cue ball. It is kind of Shane's specialty, but doesn't manage to get something on the cue ball, which it was a tough shot.
Yeah, he overcranked it. He was trying to, I think he was trying to play safe for the side pocket. Because it doesn't go by the 8. The 2 ball doesn't go by the 8. And he just
2 ball.
crossed that spot. Well, he got the jump shot, but he didn't get the safety he was looking for.
Pocket.
And this 2 ball does go to the corner. So this rack is now an opportunity for Kazakis to get on the hill first. And put Van Boening under quite a bit of pressure early on.
Kazakis is ranked number 1 by the WPA. And Shane is ranked much higher than that because, much lower than that. Because he doesn't play all the events Kazaki plays that report to the points that you get points for with the WPA.
Extension.
Quite a steep cut. This ball. Will be quite the cue ball movement as well, George. I'm not sure. I think the cue ball might track near the side pocket, might run into the 7.
He used some very nice inside English to check the ball underneath the 7 and have position for the side pocket. That was a very nice shot. Alex off to a great start here. He's just going to come down the right side for the 9 of the left-hand corner pocket. held it nicely, and now he's got this 10 ball to take a 3-game lead, Tim. They're only going to 4, and he's breaking.
Yeah, Shane definitely in some early trouble. And the 10 ball does disappear. Kazakis does get on the hill in his first set. Shane so far not getting that many opportunities. Missed maybe 1.5.
Well, he had that jump shot that didn't do him any good. He got over the ball, but he left the ball, and Mr. Kazakis capitalized. Shane is an 846 Fargo, the 4th highest in the world. Alex is an 822. Not too much difference. And breaking to close out the first set. Keep in mind, with these 3 out of 5 sets, we could easily see 33 to 34 games if it goes real tight. But if it goes 4-0, we won't see as many. A ball. No. Opportunity for
Denied.
Shane. Yeah, but look what he's got. He's going to have to play safe. He's going to have to bring the cue ball down to the bottom of the table and hide the 1 ball somewhere, or hide the cue ball. Simple, simple. Prior to this tournament, we had a qualifier with 96 players, where 16 players qualified to get in it, and 1 player made it pretty far into the final 32. Mark Estiola from the Philippines got into the quarterfinals and lost to Carlo Beato, and there was 4 players from the 16 players that qualified that made it to the final 32. That was Moritz Neuhausen from Germany, Mark Estiola from Philippines, AJ Manas from the Philippines, and Hee Swan Sun from Chinese Taipei. So those are some guys that came to Vietnam to play, and one of them made it to the quarterfinals.
Well, some of them, they're also choosing not to play all the WPA events, for example. So, yeah, the ranking might not be so high. Some of them might not be able to do that financially. Some of them are just picking other tournaments over it. But, of course, very capable players you just mentioned. They might have looked at it like a nice vacation in Vietnam. Take an extra week. Does he get under the 10? I'm not sure. Might have the combination here. That would be horrendous for Shane.
8 ball corner pocket.
Oh, he did call the
Kazakis
8
not
just in case.
Kazakis not providing any openings for Shane.
Yeah,
And
he's playing a very tight game. Shane now leaving the one ball in the open, George.
two ball plays a little difficult. Nice power draw. Does he get on the side pocket? Looks like he did.
2-ball side pocket.
And that power draw might have just won him this game. He just has to follow this through. Everything is open to him.
Yeah, and I don't really see a big problem at the table. And oh, no, I don't really see any problem at the table as well. If he gets straight on the 5, I think the 7 does go to the bottom right, so that really is not any problem at all. Do you maybe see something I don't see, George?
No, Tim. It looks very, very it'll take a big error from an unforced error from Alex for Shane to come back in this game and not lose the first set. And this is where errors can happen. You shoot him with a big angle like that to the side pocket with the 10 ball. Look what it does for him.
Well, sure.
Leaves him straight in.
He can't complain there. Yeah, playing some classic. The only thing that could go wrong.
Is the side pocket, because he's want to get straight for the. But he's very aware of that.
Yeah, it's making sure put just that bit more left spin on there. It's perfect, George. First set is going to Kazakis 4-0. Quite sure not a lot of people were going to expect this. He does get the job done. Kazakis.
Yes, he
won
does.
The first set.
Van Boening will be breaking to open the second set, and he's not going anywhere. That man right there you're looking at has over 135 tournament titles, of which 17 are U.S. Open 8-ball, 10-ball, 14-1 Banks titles, 5 U.S. Open 9-ball titles, 18 Moscone appearances, a 2024 BCA Hall of Fame induction, 2 World Pool Masters, 6 times Billiard Player of the Year, Billiards Digest, 8 Arizona Billiards Player of the Year, and also a Billiards Digest Player of the Decade. Also with 13 Derby City titles. The only thing he hasn't won is this tournament right here, the World 10 Ball. You were all treated to a very great semifinal with Carlo Biato, who is the reigning champion, because one hasn't been crowned yet, and Koping Chung, as Tim was talking about earlier. And we had quite some matches along the way. Aloysius Yap gave some trouble and got into some trouble with Durong Hung from Vietnam, and what a Vietnamese crowd was watching, loud, enthusiastic. Oh, it's what pool should be. The stands were packed, standing room only. They follow the Martian. Oh my, he's got a following that you won't believe. Loud and knowledgeable fans. Vietnam has more pool halls than just about, what would you say, Tim? Any 5 or 6 countries put together? And some of these, with 120 tables, 2-story, 75 tables, great equipment, well maintained.
Well, one
They
thing
love their
sure,
pool.
I am very jealous. We don't have that.
Nobody does. Vietnam has it.
Yeah, good point. Oh, sweet crush on the break. Then again, nothing really happening for Shane there. Does have a slight insurance though, so Kazakis will have to play the push. But at least Kazakis gets to the table.
Push out.
He's going to challenge Shane with a bank shot to the side pocket or a safety down by the 10 ball. He chose the safety.
Yeah, I think now that Shane lost the opening set, I think he's gonna play a little bit more defense, trying to get Kazakis out of rhythm.
Well, keep in mind, he started that way in the first set. Look at this. This is going to pay dividends. That's a very good shot. I don't think he can cut it. The 6 ball's in the way. He does have the left side, so he'll leave the 1 ball where the 10 is and bring the cue ball up to the right side of the table.
One ball corner pocket.
Wow, 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 wow. What a shot there from Kazakis. Hit the proper side, got a slight nudge off the 7.
One ball
So,
side
of course,
pocket.
caught a slight bit of luck there, but the overall hit is very good. Just like this one, George. You're playing some great kicking here.
These two are pretty much at the top of their game.
Extension.
They are on a 30-second time clock. They do get 60 seconds after the break. And one extension in each game. Now Alex has reached the war. Go ahead, Tim.
Well, I was gonna say, from where the 1 ball was, so frozen to the rail, I think Alex played a really interesting safety. And then
Oh, it's
just to see another one here, this is fabulous.
yeah, we're seeing some great maneuvering here. Both players.
Well, I don't think this is on, is it?
Not sure if he had a full pocket up on top. Yes,
oh,
it
he
is.
does have. Oh,
And
well, it was just barely on then.
Kazabubu off to the races again.
He missed it so far that I'm almost considering that he played a safety
That he
on this
wasn't-
7 or on this 2 ball. Like,
That went through my mind, Tim. I agree.
I mean, I would not know why. Of course, the 7 ball is clustered up, but
Yeah.
there's like, well, it is not now, but why would he have played safe on that 2 ball? That would be my deepest question for today.
Well, my answer would be because the balls were so tied up and they just opened up a little bit, and now he's got a much better chance of running out. Could he see the future there? But now he's got great position. Everything. The 3 and the 4 will be gone, so the 6 will be clear. That opens up the whole table. Alex has been pinpoint with his cue ball. Alex is a 34-year-old from Gliffadas, Greece. He lives there. Shane, of course, is 42 years of age.
Yeah, I think I mentioned for Kazakis earlier this tournament, I mentioned he hasn't been playing too much. That is a very, very shocking miss. Just completely overcut the 5 there. Was it maybe to get straight in on the 6?
Probably. Well, but keep in mind he overcut the 2 ball there too, and we thought that maybe he was playing it that way. But the cue ball came down for shape on the 3, so he could have missed the 2 ball and missed that one the same way. Either way, Shane's at the table.
Well, I was gonna say, of course, he had the twins and hasn't been playing that much. So, if you can imagine, he lost to Shane playing not so great, in my opinion.
7-ball side
Struggled
pocket.
quite a bit. And then just, I think every match he started to become better and better. To now come back and be in the semifinal of the World 10-ball Championship, even though I think a lot of people would have said, well, he struggled. I don't think he's going to get far, and yet he still is here. Might still not even be on his A game. That's the thing with Kazakis, like you just don't know. Like he might still be just B game, just trying as hard as he can. Very unique happening, I think, for him. Well, that was a great shot from Shane, though. That is going to get him first rack on the board.
And we haven't seen Shane break yet, so... Oh, I'm sorry, he opened up the set with a break. Let's see what he does with his break. Coming right at you. Will we see a return whiteout in this set from Shane? Or do they grind it out?
Well, we did see Shane open this set with the break. Came up dry. Just wondering, is he going to do a similar kind of break? Just thinking, well, I hit him great, but just nothing fell. Or is he just going to move the cue ball all over the table to see if he might find a better spot to break from?
I always wonder what different pros do when they're in the chair, their frame of mind, what they think, the breathing. All is important because what goes on in the chair can affect what goes on at the table.
Well, that looked to be a great result until the point where the 6 might have nestled himself with the 10 just slightly enough to not go to the corner.
2-ball side pocket.
And does that 7 ball block the 2 in the side? Don't think it does. Stop shot would be okay to continue the run.
Extension.
Very nice positional play there. Going back and forth. As you mentioned, Tim, what's he going to do with the 6 ball? It
Well,
must go.
Apparently it must go, but then I wonder, after the break he looked like a little bit frustrated or annoyed with maybe how the cue ball landed or how the rack landed, but
Oh, this
it
goes.
clearly does go. Then I'm not too sure where the frustration came from. On the other side, things starting to go a little bit for Shane. Most of the time, momentum going back and forth every 2-3 racks, I feel like. But with these two, it also depends on how well you play. If you make a couple mistakes, you can lose that momentum very quickly. And they obviously are playing very well. This is the semi-final of the World Championship, so they're not going to miss many balls and miss a lot of opportunities. So we might have the momentum for 4, maybe 5 racks. As we see Shane getting a 2-0 lead in the second set.
Shane doing what Shane does. Coming back strong. Well, in these past 8 or 9 days here in Vietnam, we had the box billiards mixed doubles, which Joshua and Pia Filler won. And then we had the ladies poisoned by Predator Saigon 9-ball open, which was won by Su Chen Wei over Rubel and Amit in the finals. And this, the 10-ball World Championships. There goes the 5 no. Well, bad thing, nothing on the break. Good thing, no shot on the 1.
Well, another good thing. On a bad day, that cue ball would have scratched in the side. Now, I'm wondering, does the 1 ball, let's say the 1 ball does go into the 5. Would you jump it? He's looking at the push, but
I'd have
in
to
some
push
way
here.
I'm kind
Where
of
he's looking
interested in the 5.
He's going to go for the push. That's a good question, Tim. Do you want to be aggressive on an opening shot when you have the choice to push? That's a decision that these guys have to face.
Yeah, well, on the top view, I did seem to like the 1-5. Like, I think the combination was on. I think it's very interesting for Kazakis to not go for that jump. Maybe he feels like I'm 2-0 down. Let me just play the safeties and work my way back into it.
Well, it
As you
seems that
see,
he had something in mind.
does go in. The 1 ball does go in
Yeah.
between the 2 and the 10 on the 5. So, well, we're never gonna find out. Obviously, I might ask him after the match, but
Extension.
yeah. Still, what is there for safety to play? The cue ball behind the 3 ball. that small gap, but it's really small.
Well, it was strategic play by Kazakis. And let's see what he had in mind. Well, if he knew he was playing the cue ball over the 4 like that, what a great shot.
One ball side pocket.
Distance and cover, distance and cover. There's a safety that's not used too much, but a very effective one.
Pocket.
Well, Shane has an open ball, Tim. Does he cut it to the side pocket? That's a thin cut.
Pocket.
It could win you the game, but it can lose you the game. Shane plays.
Well, I have to
he
say,
play this. Oh, he
behind the
played
10,
safe.
you mean?
Yeah. He played a good safety there. 2 rails to the center of the table on the head rail and the cue ball on the bottom rail.
One ball side pocket.
Big 5 ball if he chooses to bank it.
No, I don't think he is.
I think he called the cut.
Whoa.
Called it and made it.
Whoa, look at this.
Look at this shot.
And look at his shape.
my
That
Lord.
is. Oh, he did not. He did not call that?
He didn't call it? I guess he was playing safe.
Like-
My.
I guess he was kicking that, but I was gonna say, if he
I would-
had played this cut, that would be out of this world.
I was writing it down as a highlight shot. What a shot that was, unfortunately. And see, this is what Efren looks at when he's watching people play pool. You know, mistakes people made that can be redone to turn out good. That's
That's
amazing.
next time I see that shot, I'm gonna try and cut it. Wow. Well, he was.
I don't think
he was
you
probably
ex-
trying to kick behind it and send the 5 ball down, or the
that could be.
what was it? The 1 ball. Sorry.
Yeah, it was the 1 ball. That could be, Tim. That's actually probably exactly what happened.
Well, either way, it's Van Boening at the table. I think this is key shot here. The positional shot once again. The ball in front of the pocket. Always seems to be challenging to get to the next one. Oh, he played it quite simple to the side. This is to get on the hill in the second set. We might see a lot of 4-0s this match.
Well, I didn't see him call it, but I gather he called it in the side, so he was kicking it 1 rail across table and ended up cutting it in. So you were right, he was kicking behind it. I missed that. Didn't see the call. And either way, Shane gets back to the table and has these 3 balls to get this 3rd game of the second set. Thin cut.
Well, he's almost plumb on the 10. So we're gonna see the South Dakota kid on the hill the second set. Gotta say, it's a true battle between the two of them. Would expect nothing less. I mean, with the great defense we've seen Shane play this tournament and with how much grind Kazakis has, I think everybody that's watching this match probably expected this to be quite the battle back and forth. Yeah, he has called that side pocket.
Yeah, I didn't see him.
Cut it in by... I still think, actually, just the cut itself, I mean, how often would you be able to make that with inside spin?
And Coco racking those balls with a Predator Arrow rack. So far, she's racking the balls really tight because they're breaking really good.
Well, the one thing
Well,
that has been very disappointing for both players is making a ball on the break. You could say there was a slight bit of cut on the break though for Shane. Safety behind the 7.
He got the safety behind the 7, Tim. You're right.
One ball corner pocket.
Well, not the most difficult ball to hit. Called it in the corner. Does he get a nice leave? He does get a nice leave. Look at this. Catching the side pocket point. Kazakis going back to the table like, hey, what, huh? That one ball was going to be open over the left corner pocket. Well,
I think he
Couple
has
things
enough of them
happened.
there. I think he would have come out. What's tough about this kick is not so much hitting the ball, but hitting it to a good spot and leaving the cue ball
One ball side pocket.
close to where you want. Here's a 2. Oh, I saw him call it to the side that time.
well, let's not make that mistake one more time. Probably getting bashed by not seeing Alex call that shot earlier on, so...
I'm sure we did.
Oh, look at that. He really just super thin hit the one. That's fascinating how thin you actually can hit the ball. Going 2
Didn't
rails
even
and the
rock.
one ball just... It didn't even rock, exactly. Just super thin. If you weren't paying attention, you probably would have thought he missed the whole ball.
Well, Shane's at the table and looking at closing out Kazakis
Five ball corner pocket.
as he was closed out in the first set.
He's
there's
played it
two
really
ways to-
well.
Go ahead, Tim. Keep going.
Well, I was just gonna say on the table length, had to cut the 2 ball into the 5, and he's hit it so well that, well, he's had like a ball in hand shape on the 2 ball right after. This now sure is a chance to close out the set. 4-0.
You know, there's two ways to have a tight match, Tim, where you grind game after game after game, back and forth, and then when things go your way in each set, and you're able to close out each other back and forth. And he's going to have to bring that cue ball down for the 9. Laying perfect. And the whitewash is completed. Stijn van Boening wins 4 games in a row to take the second set. And they are tied in sets, 1 apiece. The players are going to break. And we'll take a short break and be back. Don't you dare go away. And the players are back in the arena. Kazakis to open set number 3. They are tied at a set apiece. 3 of 5 sets.
Yeah.
Well, no matter where he pushes to, it's an easy safety behind the 9 or the 10. Tim, you're the pro player. Where do you push to here? Not very often.
Well, you might be able to push the 3 ball with the 4 and the 6, leave the 1 ball on. Just leave it on, or maybe get behind the 5. But just try to make that cluster, you know.
I want to see that shot again. Did he get a rail? Did the cue ball get a rail?
On the pocket.
Oh, he doesn't have to do that on a push.
That's right. I guess I am falling asleep.
And I understand. It has been a long week, and you have the time difference, so. And
It's going to end up safe. That was the whole bakery.
Well, I found it interesting. For example, the first set, I seen Kazakis get away with quite a couple rolls in a row. But then now it's really on Shane's side, so it's just momentum is really trying to go straight, but well, turning a couple corners here and there. Just funny things happen.
Well, Tim, I've been playing pool for about 60 years, and I'll tell you, the rolls balance out in long sets. You know, for a few games, for a few games, you get them, and then they switch over. A lot of times you're losing 5, 6, 7 games to 0, and the rolls come back your way, and all of a sudden, you're hill. Look at this kick safe. What a shot that was.
Now, Houston, we have a problem.
SVB
Wow.
in a little bit of a pickle here
Extension.
to start set number 3. Great kick shot by Alex.
Around the 8, maybe?
One ball on the pocket.
Yeah, he's going to go around the 8. It's the only way we can get there. Look at this. He almost makes the ball.
Does he get... No, he did not get fortunate though, but what a hit.
That's still
I probably
a
would have
great
given
hit.
Kazakis straight ball in hand. I mean, probably would have picked up the cue ball and said, "Here, just take it." That was
You
a
would have
great
pushed
hit.
the 6 more into the 3-4. But he's got a shot. I mean,
Oh.
sometimes you have to think this is scripted.
Well, that would be something. We would be sitting here so many hours.
I'll win the
a
first
day
set.
with just a
You win the
script.
second set. Wow.
That would be. I mean, I think I would see the funny thing in it, but that would be crazy. It almost sounds like we are like conspiracy thinkers, you know, like.
I've been accused of that.
to get on that 5 ball. That was always going to be the trouble. Is he going to play? No, well, I was going to say, is he going to play just to save behind the 6 to make it things easier to get to the 5 ball later on? But I feel you kind of have to go here. You have to try and get on the 5. He is playing the safe. And that is not even close. Yeah. You can see it. Very emotional, Kazakis there.
A little bit of a tough shot for Shane. And he makes it look easy. He could go for the bank, or he could just stick him on a 7. He could play it two. No, he can't play it 2 ways. He can't get the cue ball behind the 7, I don't think.
Well, he's just gonna stop the cue ball, stun follow, and that's that little touch too. Like, you know, it's such a big difference if there's like a finger between the cue ball and the 7, and you get the hook, or you just freeze him on that ball. Time after time, it can make it really makes people crumble at some point. You know, they just crack like a nut. It's fascinating that just that slight bit of difference of quality, what that means in a match, or well, in a set. This is
Still
crazy.
made the hit.
He doesn't get the result, so it's all Shane's for now. But the cue ball almost hopped in the air. Still made a good touch on the 5.
These side pockets are tight. But he's got very good position. Shane is looking very strong. Determined and focused. One heck of a rack. That's 5 games in a row for Shane now.
Yeah, well, nobody said they were going to alternate winning the sets. I mean, of course they're going to give us a little bit of a diversion. Shane is winning this one and then Kazakis winning the next one, just to make it a good mix. Oh, the cue ball is going down. Definitely. I mean, as much as I admire Shane's breaking capabilities, this is probably the worst break I've seen this week from him. Just that much topspin on the cue ball is not very SVB-like.
Coming up for the 2-ball. Probably inside the 5. Now it's being very efficient with that cue ball. Coming back for it's a little bit out here.
Well, makes a
back.
ball on the break. Just this cut very thin. Difficult. It might be like to the point where
Two balls on the
I
pocket.
might be turning down this cut. He's going for it, but looks awful thin.
You called it, Tim. Will he go by and give him a shot, or does he have to jump to 7?
Frozen ball.
Oh, I think he can go rail first.
Two balls on the pocket.
And what's nice, it looks like the cue ball gets around the balls in the middle there and goes up for the 3.
Extension. Three ball on the pocket.
Well, our feed's a little choppy, folks. We're having some problems with our feed. You seem to be getting everything. Looks like Shane hung up the 3 ball. They are tied at 1 in the 3rd set.
Three balls on the pocket. Extension.
Pick on the 3 here. With the 9 ball there, I think he does well to call it a pass to 9. With his 2 rails and send it towards that pocket. Now it's a little bit safe. Almost safe. You can see the ball. Looks like he can pocket the ball.
Three ball side pocket.
Well, Shane's in line here. He'll have to go around the table for the 5. And playing this ball with speed could be dangerous. That's exactly what I meant. Yeah, these pockets have been very, very tight to the side pockets.
Well,
Oh,
also,
that hit to
I
the
heard-
outside. Yeah.
yeah. Also, we did have quite some rain happen today. Might still be going on actually. So that humidity definitely is going to play on the tables too. And yes, the side pockets are in that case tighter. Now we have had some technical issues, George and I. Hopefully everything is fine now. Our apologies if it has disturbed your viewing experience.
Well, Tim, they probably have us on mute anyway, so it's probably okay. They're
Yeah,
watching.
that is a very fair point. Yeah.
6 ball corner pocket.
This cuts in to the corner, and he's made it. Longer shot on the 7.
Well, I'm just wondering. Sure, he was putting a little bit more pace on it, so the just to make sure the cut goes in. But surely he had a different plan in his mind for shape on the 7.
Long shot. Got it in. Got it
Wow.
down.
Great cueing.
Alex looking solid right here. Good shot on that 7 ball. Looks good to take the 3rd game. The winner of this semifinal will meet Koping Chung tomorrow night. Excuse me. At 4 p.m., not night, late afternoon.
Well,
Alex takes a 1-game lead in the 3rd set, 2-1.
yeah, I have to say they went a little bit off script here, George, because I don't think we planned for like a set where both players won a game, right?
Well, I think the back half of the set they changed the script.
Yeah, must be.
Now instead
This
of
is definitely going to
alternating,
give us more drama.
yeah, if instead of alternating sets, you're going to alternate games.
Well, yeah, maybe. If that seems to happen, I'm gonna laugh very hard because that means you're right, and that would be weird.
There is that. You know, one of the things about having these semifinals and finals spread out, you have to keep in mind that these races, 3 out of 5 sets, races to 4, can take 3 hours. That you put 2 of those matches back to back on these players, they're going to be pretty tired. So they've spread them out, and for good reason. Plus, it keeps you guys involved with us over the weekend.
balls on the pocket.
Just think of the rest that Ko Ping Chung is getting right now. These guys are battling. And he's with his brothers. But they're, you know something? Those guys are probably watching this match. I don't think they're out. They love pool. They're probably watching the match, breaking down the opportunities and the players. They are students of the game. The Ko brothers are.
Extension.
All right, Shane with this shot. Sticking on the line, I think. Sorry, attempt. And yes, he did. He got the point cover.
Extension. Two balls on the pocket.
Well, has called the 2 in the corner. Quite a thin cut. Or did he mean the jump bank on the 2? Would not get closer on the 3 ball if he did call that. Oh, that 2 ball. No, it's okay. I was gonna say with a bad kiss on the 7, you might sell out the 2 ball.
Well, Shane's got a decision here. To bank the 2 or get behind the 10 with the cue ball. And he chose to find cover and distance.
Two balls on the pocket.
Oh,
Wow.
Three balls
Crowd is loving that. Shooting the 3 ball to the bottom left. What a shot there. Of course, the jump was
like the
great.
way-
That I love the way he's played it. Long, short, with left spin, checking off the second rail. Prime shape.
the 5 ball's in a tough place. How it's in line to close out this fourth game. Getting in the lead. Closing it out.
Well, it is
Game.
Kazakis now on the hill. The third set, 3-1. Took over the initiative from Shane, winning the first, well, rack in the opponent's set, if you would name it that. Of course, we are joking, things are not scripted, but it kind of felt like at some point. Must be the most difficult place to be for a pool player. The chair. It's that spot you feel like there's nothing you can do.
Well, I can tell you one thing, Shane's not happy about it. Nine ball. Shot on the 1. Luckily for Shane, the 3 and the 10 are tied up.
Yeah, and with the 2 ball being near the 1, not a very good position to open it up. Might have to play for a safety eventually on the 3 ball.
I wonder if there's a window between the 10-8 for the right-hand corner, Tim.
Oh, that is a very good call. I didn't realize it did go to the bottom right. Oh. I'm not sure why he's putting on the funny faces. Did look like it did go. Does he have to play the nudge? Maybe stun draw?
Extension.
Nudge the 10 out and be on the 4?
I think it's just a follow shot. And I think he's going to nibble the 10 just a little bit and get on the 4. Good camera work. Gonna Be a little tough to hold this for the 5. So he chose to play safe instead. Very, very good play there.
4 ball, side pocket. 4 ball, corner pocket. 4 ball, side pocket.
3 rail kicking behind the 4, calling the side pocket. Leaving the 4 ball for the corner. Kazakis with a little bit of work to run these 6 balls and win the 3rd set and lead 2-1 in sets.
Frozen ball.
The referee Yukin Chao from China looking to see if the 5 balls froze. Alex looking pretty solid through this rack.
Yeah, it was a
Got just
tricky
enough.
layout, but he's quite back in line. You can see Shane in the background already putting his cue away. He kind of knows he's most likely not going to be back at the table this set. But this came up slightly short on the 8. He might be running into the 10, George.
Yeah, but it's going to push it towards the pocket. Or he's going to bank it across, I'm sorry. Because it's a thin cut on the 8. He missed the 8. Big break for Shane. Instead of losing the set, he has a chance to come back. Wow, that could turn the whole match around right there, that one shot. Shane back on the hunt in this set. And the Predator player, Alex Kazakis, not happy about that error. Shane getting ready to break to tie things up in the 3rd set. What a turning point that 8 ball is.
Well, you will be kicking yourself if this turns the set around completely. If Shane now manages to win this set, that break right in between sets is going to hurt quite a bit for Alex. Well, it hasn't instantly though. We'll have to work for it. Shane really frustrated with how things are going.
Well, one thing that frustrates Shane very fast is not making balls on the break.
Well, another chance to close out the set then for Alex. Made a good 1 ball. Prime shape on the 2. Can run the cue ball 3-4 rails to get on the 3 ball. Just gotta make sure he doesn't get straight. Doesn't fall straight on the 3 ball. Now 2 rails out.
I pretty much knew that was so easy to have a shot. I knew that was trouble. The line from that 2 rail follow shot was at those 2 balls. And I think he can't see the 4 to make it. He might have to either, well, from there it's tough. You have to spin it.
Full ball. Corner pocket.
If he's banking it, he might get a kiss. He's using outside English, yeah, just a little. Oh, he spun it around. See the cue ball just spinning right here. Look at this. Very nice shot. Down for the 5. The 5's down. Back cut on the 6 to the side pocket. He comes around for the 7. Alex looking good here. This could do it. It's going to take a mistake. Try to get the cue ball in the same lane it is now once he pockets the 8, and he'll be straight in on the 9. And this 10 to ball to close out set number 3. And Alex does it. Shane's hopes of winning this championship are being challenged. What a shot on this 4-ball. And here we go, ladies and gentlemen. That's number 4. And this player, he won. He cannot lose this set and continue. A must-have for Shane. And the break works. He's got one down. But let's see what he does with the 2-ball.
Well, definitely he's gonna try and roll up on the 3. But very sensitive, have to play it soft. Cuba can drift a little bit left or right.
He
But
got
played it well.
Two ball on the pocket.
Alex comes with a shot there. He's able to make the 2-ball. But now looking for a safe off the 3.
Extension. Three ball side pocket.
This is an aggressive bank. Cue ball will be going 2 rails and coming back up towards the same pocket as he's drawing a little bit. Yep. And here's Shane's opening. A little bit of a tester, but opening nonetheless.
Third ball on pocket.
.410 combo is on, or 4-9. But there's no advantage to that. It'll just spot and he keeps shooting. No, the 410 may not be on.
Yeah, it's definitely a tricky one. first has to shoot the 3 ball, which is already tricky enough. Could not do more on the cue ball than this. Now, is he going to play safe or is he going aggressive on the 10? Might not have the full pocket on the 10, George.
9 ball.
If he can get the cue ball behind them, he probably would play safe, but I don't see how he gets the cue ball behind those balls. And the way he's stroking, I think he's going for the 9. I didn't see what he called. And he made it.
Oh, look at the pace on the 4. Oh, what a shot from SVB. I mean, imagine the combination wasn't difficult enough, so let's play it hard so I can get shape. What a shot.
Well, you know, the way Kazakis is playing, that's what SVB has to do. Oh, I think that's... Oh, yes. Watch how he... If they play that back... Yeah, that may have skidded.
Yeah, I'm quite sure it's skidded, and it's actually interesting that this happened at this point. Yesterday I was playing a couple racks of pool with a good friend of mine, local friend, and he was using one of the older chalks. And he was asking me, yeah, but come on, what kind of difference does it really make? You know, this Predator pure chalk, you know, how important can it be? I told him, well, listen, I understand if you play maybe locally, but if you're playing the World Championships and you lose the match because you had a bad contact, well, you're gonna be sick as a dog. And then now this happened to Shane, and Shane is using, well, none of the Tauom or Predator. I believe even the Alex Pegalion chalk is pretty good against it, so not saying he did it to himself, but well, it's a choice you make. Quite the coincidence that it happens the day after I gave the guy a chalk. Yeah, there's that miss.
That replay. Yeah.
Yeah, overall, I mean, it's very disturbing, of course, and nobody really expected it to happen. And it also could give Kazakis a big boost.
Well, you know,
Now
as
also,
they say, Tim,
well,
the pool gods sometimes have their way.
yeah. Well, also, it's very humid there now. It's raining. Things get sticky in the arena. So, of course, it's ignorant for me to just blame the chalk. Could definitely be the stickiness of the balls. Well, there's more friction now happening. So there's other factors to it. Nonetheless, I think Shane, I mean, hopefully he's not going to tilt over it. It's only one rack he's lost so far on it. Could still turn this around. Plenty of time.
Breaking. Ball down. 2 balls, not going to give up a shot. Actually, it does. It's long and hard. But A shot nonetheless.
Good ball on the pocket.
Cue ball. Ooh, close to the side. Gave him a thrill. A nice safety by Kazabubu.
Good ball on the pocket.
Oh, it's
Jump
called
shot.
the jump bank. Oh, it's close. Ooh. Very good try.
It's a good shot. It's still a good
Still.
shot. Didn't leave.
Yeah.
Didn't leave much.
Well, it's difficult also to jump at that pace. It's very easy to jump that way too hard, so the 3-ball would go over the top left corner. You could jump it with a little bit of a two-way, and even if Kazakis manages to make the 3-ball, he's just not going to get on the 4. So I'm expecting him to play a safety behind the cluster down table.
Safety played. Acknowledged by Shane. With the tap of the cue on the table.
Extension.
He's taking his extension. Shane is faced with elimination in this set.
Good ball on the pocket.
He's going to be careful. And look at the speed on the cue ball to get on the 4.
Five ball on the pocket.
Coming down for the 7. 2 rails. Up for the 8. Nice speed. He'll close this out. We'll be tied. Making sure it goes by the 10 to both pockets. And tied at 1 in the second and the third, fourth set. This will go the distance if he continues. The Predator Arc table can be found at predatorcues.com along with all the equipment, cues, sponsored players by Predator under the pro team, Alex being one of them. Yalin, one of the sponsors, Kamui. Meanwhile, Alex deciding what he wants to play here, the safety or cut the ball down the rail. He wants to close out this, he wants to close Shane out, doesn't want to let him back to the table. It looks like he's played a pretty good safety. Distance and cover. Shane would be forced.
One ball on the pocket.
Well, let's take a look at it. I guess he can see the side of it. But there's a pocket where he can scratch. So, is it the kick? No, he played the ball. What a shot. I'm sorry, that was a good shot. Very, very good shot.
Look at how awkward the cueing is, and also his bridge hand moving just slightly. Yet still cuts it in. Is he on this 2-ball? Would say he is, but he's doubting it.
Extension.
Cue ball. Oh boy. Alex gifted a shot on the 2.
Eight ball on the pocket.
He's clearing out the 8 ball, so making room for the 5. He's looking to run out the rack here. But he didn't hit the 2 ball to a good spot. So now he has to play safe. Could he use a little more speed or a lot less speed?
Extension.
Alex knows how important that was.
Frozen ball.
You cannot leave the man from South Dakota these shots and expect good results.
Well, slightly more angle on this 3-ball though, George. I'll have to play a very fine positional shot to get to the 4. Or can he still kill it? Maybe center table? Wow, really pinched on the cue ball there. Killed it. Almost too much. Almost got behind the 6. He's gonna play
See
a
if he bumps
similar
the 10
stroke,
ball.
I think. Oh, or
I think
bumps
so.
the 10,
I think
yeah.
he bumps the 10. Yeah, I think he bumps the 10. Holds him
Goal.
for
Yeah, I like that.
the 5.
Yeah, way nicer to let the stroke out. So bump the 10 it was. Oh, this match might go to a deciding set.
Well, if you're a Shane fan, it better go to a deciding set, because if Shane loses this match, it will not. He's down 2-1.
Well, according to the poll, they're running on YouTube. I see that 78% says SVB is going to win this match. So that's only 22% for Kazakis, who is currently having the initiative, the upper hand in this match. To get a little straight on the 9, so he's gonna leave the cue ball in front of the side pocket to have a little bit more cueing.
Well, this 10 ball, and he takes the lead here, and Alex has to wonder, was the decision to combine the 8 ball with ball in hand a good one? He did it because it made room for the 5 to go by, and he could complete the run out. But the 2 ball got away from him, and he didn't continue the run out. Now keep in mind, since we're getting close to that 5th and deciding set, that if they do go hill-hill in the 5th and deciding set, it goes to a shootout. And I don't believe Shane has been involved in a shootout in this tournament. I'm not sure about Alex. Yes, Alex went to a shootout with Wessam Hammam from Egypt. And so he's been in one, Shane has not.
One ball.
In fact, Shane had it easy. His first 3 matches went 2-0, 2-0. And the first 4 matches. And then lost his first set of the tournament against Naoyuki Oi. And then Tai Young Ko from South Korea, a relatively,
One ball.
unknown player. Hard to find info on him, facts on him. He's a good player. He's been in Vegas a couple of years ago. Played in the Vegas tournaments there in the spring. But he almost took him to a shootout. Shane was in, danger of losing.
Oh. Nice cross side on the 1 ball, George. A little bit more tricky 2 ball, but could be a chance to get on the hill first.
Yeah, and then Shane had a big match with Aloysius Yap that went 3-2. And here he is, having to do the same thing with Alexander Kazakis, the Prince of Greece.
Now, interesting to see how he's gonna play this 3 ball. Just center ball, pocket the ball and let the cue ball run, or is he going to spin the cue ball a bit? 2 rails. No, center ball. He's missed it. Does get the second prize, but he won't be satisfied with how he hit that.
Side pocket. Extension.
Two rail kick at the 3, probably called the side pocket. Kicking behind it. Trying to send it down, trying to send it down behind these balls and keep the cue ball, creating distance and cover.
Three block on the pocket.
These guys have been battling.
Going for the cut.
Missed it.
And overcut. It's quite aggressive though. I mean, did not have to take the cut on, but he must be feeling really well at the table to take these kind of shots on, and knew it was going to be a great advantage for him if he did so.
Can you hold that, Tim, for the 6? Or is he going to have to go around?
Well, he is looking at holding the ball. He play very soft. Super close to the 6, but I think he's landed great. Could be in for a very, very tight set if Kazakis runs out here. Obviously he's feeling too that he's getting closer to the win.
Well, now he'll come around this. No, he's gonna hold right there for. I thought he was gonna go around him, but he didn't have the angle I thought he had. looking to tie things up in the fourth set. And he does. We're tied. They've alternated games. And breaking dry with an open shot on the 1 ball. The rack is fairly open. 7 ball is a little tricky, as would be the 5. But nothing on the break, and Shane at the table.
Well, I have to say, could be difficult to be from the 5 to the 6. I think a little bit tricky. Easy to get too much angle on the 5 and then not to be able to get to the 6.
Boy, he's got a small window to get on the 5. He'd like to get right where he's at now, or close to it. He did. Perfect. But now the 6 ball's a problem.
Wow. Not out of the woods yet, but definitely one step closer.
6 ball on the pocket.
Is he going to run the cue ball another 2-3 rails to 7?
I think he can run it 2 rails and land on the 3rd for the 7 ball. Right about there. Good shot, good
Well,
speed.
Did have a chance to get on a hill a little bit earlier in this set. This time a bigger opportunity to do so. Needs to win this set, and I would love to see them at least go to a deciding set, and who knows, maybe a shootout. That would be crazy for semi-final of the World Championship.
You know, in this format, I don't recall seeing Shane in a shootout. Of course, he's only played it a few times. And Shane does take that set, and we're at 3-2. What a great time we've had in Vietnam here. A lot of pool. Box billiards mixed doubles, the ladies Saigon 9-ball open, and this World 10-ball championship. In addition, they had a 96-player qualifier for the 10-ball championship, and 16 players qualified to get in. One of them made it all the way to the quarterfinals, and another one had the tournament of his life. Being a 728 Fargo, he got to the final 16 with a 728 Fargo, and that was Alex Montpellier from France. And Coco hands Shane the ball and says, "Bust him up, buddy." Well, as Tim says, second prize. Didn't make a ball, but didn't really leave a shot.
One ball side pocket.
Well, at least it gets you back to the table guaranteed.
The old kick and stick. Oh, it worked beautifully.
Oh, did it? Shane might still be able to see the full ball.
One ball corner pocket.
Yeah, he called it.
Extension.
Long shot. Comes with shape. The cue ball will come back between the 5-3. Oh, he went around the 3. But got on
And
the
a friendly nudge. Now then, can he close it out to bring this match to a deciding set?
This looks good from here, Tim. He's got my vote. And Shane is looking to send it to the 5th and deciding set. 5 balls away. Just follow this down for the 8 in the side and forward for the 9 and then the 10. And we're home free, Shane says. Pretty straight here. They want to keep the cue ball off the rail. Make that 10 ball much, much easier.
Well, we'll have to do with a little closer to the rail, but should be fine. This to bring the match to a deciding set. Shane van Boening does get the match to a deciding set. And as you
You know,
see,
one
the
of the
players
things about taking a little break.
gonna take a break. Yeah.
Sure. We'll be right back. Enjoy the replays. And as the players step back into the table, shot of some of the fans around there. Alex to break here in set number 5. One of the key points I took away from the stats is missed shots. Shane with 9, Alex with 10 in the match so far. But the safety play, Alex with 25 safeties and Shane with 16.
Well, there we go. The deciding set now on its way. And what a way to start the set with. This would be if he can get out. Just make a ball on the break. Great shape on the one ball. Do we see any problems on the table? Any challenges maybe, George?
I would call this wide open. Stay in line. Bring it home.
Yeah, maybe from the 4 to the 5 ball could be a little challenging. Has to draw back, but obviously you don't want to draw way too far and leave yourself a big angle or too short. Well, he went forward and got perfect on the 5 ball. Now, as George said, a wide open layout. I don't really think there's much to do the next couple shots. Well, slight bit of traveling to do. Do you think he's gonna go stun right to the left side of the 10?
I like coming straight down, but a lot of these guys like to go 2 rails and maybe go into the 3rd rail, and he has. Just like this, coming across. You know, I used to be a fan of using the 2 rails and staying on the right side of the 10 ball to shoot it to the left, but that always brought the side pocket into play, so they do this a lot more than to go long off the short rail. Because of the side pocket, they like to wrap it out of the corner. But Alex does.
Oh, that really wiped its feet on its way.
Alex does complete the run out, gets the first game, and this is a race to 3. They'd like to win it 4-0 or 4-1. 4-2, but if it gets to 3-3, they're looking at a shootout. Neither player wants that because, I'm sorry, anybody can win the shootout. 2 players on the same level. It's whoever flinches first. I can't recall how Shane shoots them. Does he shoot him the old standard way, or does he wrap it out of the corner? By the standard way, I mean just taking a little follow shot and going 3 rails to the middle of the head rail with the cue ball. Wrapping it out means putting just a hint of low English and catching the short rail, long rail, and coming towards the upper corner pocket. Across. 6 ball. Or what was that? That was
2 ball.
the 2 ball.
Yeah, and if you look at the 1 ball, really hung up on the table. Just stayed right in front of the side pocket.
Pretty much get the cue ball to where it is now, and then find a way to get on the 4. If it goes by the side pocket, he's in heaven.
Extension.
They have 60 seconds after the break. And he uses extension. It's a big moment here.
Oh.
He's got to get the cue ball perfect for the 3. Wow.
I think he got there.
Did he ever?
Wow.
That is a great shot. He got perfect. But now he's got to make sure he doesn't slide off the 10 ball too much.
Four-ball side pocket.
This looks like it goes to the side. The position is natural for the 5.
Yeah, maneuvering the cue ball with a very high precision, honestly. Easy to fall out of line on these couple shots.
He's going to play it to the corner to have the 7 in the side. The 9 ball can't hurt him, I don't believe. If he hits it. What a nice run out from Alex Kazakis. He's going to be looking for an extension here for his cue to reach this.
Well, he
You
certainly
better hurry,
is trying
'cause
to
he's
stay
already-
away from the bridge.
That was one of the better runouts of the match, if not the best.
Yeah, especially the shape from 1 to 3. Very subtle shot.
Well, so far this match, they've played 22 games. And more to come. And if Alex has it his way, he wins the next two. If Shane has it his way, he closes out the set 4-2. And if the fans have it their way, they're tied at 3 and it goes to a shootout.
Well, anyway, Pool wins.
Very true.
Four-railer does not go. 4-ball bumped the one back to the short rail. So, no opening shot for Shane, but of course, a good chance to bring the cue all the way back down table.
One ball on the pocket.
And now, this is a very, very tough shot. If you can't see it, because of a jump shot, it's so hard to keep the cue ball from following it in. You got to make sure to catch one side or the other.
Extension. One ball
Well,
on the pocket.
he's adding a piece back to his jump cue. Now, difficult shape.
Yeah, that means power on the jump. But accuracy too. And he
he's
hit it
pocketed it.
accurately. Oh, what
I
a
did
nice
pocket the
bump
ball a
on
little
the
faint,
8.
but indeed, a big bump there. Caught the 2-ball and the 8. Still got the shape.
Shane's in trouble here. Yeah, he had to move that cue ball position for the 4-ball. And this is exactly what he didn't want to do and what Shane needed him to do.
Well, something tells me there is a little bit of pressure involved on that shot too. Because he did load the cue ball up with a lot of spin and missed it by quite a bit. This is the turnaround Shane have been waiting for.
Let's see if Shane uses that window between the 7 and the 8 for the 6. He'll come down to the right side where his hand is for the 5. And he's in the good place, Tim, to get the cue ball right where it's at now.
Well, could also cross over 2 rails just next to the 9 if he feels like he has too much angle to hold it. I think he
Right.
could, but
Extension.
I think this is just preference. If he crosses over and he gets like close to straight on the 6, it's like a stop shot pattern almost.
I think he might
Feel it,
cross
yeah.
over because this is a delicate shot. Let's see what he does with it. This is interesting. This could get away. Yeah, he crossed over. That way
Well, I
he's
think
sure not
also-
to risk anything.
Yeah, and if you leave yourself the little longer shot, it's also not going to be straight in. So now you would have to run the cue ball more on the 6 ball. I think now it's quite the tap-ins overall. Tap the 7 in, you're on the 8. Either be straight and go forward off the 8 to the 9. Like,
No.
overall,
Now see, Shane is
shouldn't be too worrying.
remembering that clink shot that he shot and missed on that 6 ball, and asking to get the cue ball cleaned to make sure it doesn't happen again. And he's assured himself of this opportunity to run these out. Hate to say that the run's there, but we knew it would be. And closes it 2-1. Now this is where Shane needs his break. He's got to come with his break here. Shane's going to do his darndest not to let Alex Kazakis out of that chair. But the breaks have not been going for anyone. The 1 ball threatens, the 3 ball goes, but nothing on the 1.
Yeah, he knows the difference. I mean, he's used to making balls on the break, and he knows that if he just catches a little break, just that slight roll going his way, he could still run away with the set. Like, he's just not getting... Whenever they have been making balls on the break, George, they have just been not getting much shape overall.
Push out.
You know, that's one of the stats that I missed. I didn't see the stats on the shot after the break.
Which is probably the most important stat we need. Because I truly don't think we've seen many breaker runs, or at least run-outs. Like,
Extension.
maybe even to have a look on the 1 has been rare.
He's going to give himself an edge of the 1 ball. See if Alex wants to work with it. He does. And he worked well
Wow.
with it.
Yeah, even though Shane left him frozen to the rail, it felt like you would never have to turn down this shot. So high percentage.
Well, got a hit. Contained the shot so he didn't sell out. But Alex can go to work here. There's a lot of places to play safe on the bottom of the table
One
here.
last side pocket.
Did he just call the side pocket bank?
Yeah, I think so. This is a big shot. If he can make the 1 and get angle to cross over from the 2 to the 4, he might get on the hill, on the double hill, for a place in the World Championship final.
Got it.
Well,
What
still
do you
queuing
do
over
with
the
this?
10.
Oh, looking real
Well,
solid here.
how sweet did he hit that 2 ball? Even got that slight angle on the 4 to stun off the rail. Might see Kazakis on the hill very soon. Well, as long as he gets straight on the 6, which I think he did, staying in line is basically the only thing he has to do. Stay in line and don't miss the ball. It's like, don't take your eye off the shot and you should be fine. Now just a slight angle on the 8. Is he still able to stay above the 10? Or does it have to play underneath the 10? He's... Oh, big side there. Not happy. How is the speed? How is the speed? What a perfect shot that is. Slight bump on the 10.
Well,
Ideal shape.
Well, the loser here will get 17-5. The winner will go on into the final to meet Koping Chung. First prize is 70,000. Second prize is 40,000. Alex has just assured himself of a shootout. Shane cannot win the set outright, but Alex is breaking to do just that.
Yeah, the big question obviously is, does Shane get another chance at the table? Another chance to turn this whole set around and make it to a shootout? Oh, this is gonna come up dry, and it does come up with a shot for SVB.
How many times can Shane go back to that well and draw water to get even? Little tricky of a rack. 3 ball is a problem. Perfect. It does go to the side. These buckets are tight. 4 ball must go by the 10, where he'd be more concerned.
Well, probably he's gonna lay himself a slight angle to bump the 9, still having the 6 right after. Kind of a free bump to play. Just gonna make sure he leaves himself not too much angle and not too straight. I would say the 8 doesn't go in the left center, does it, George?
Can't tell from here, Tim. It looks a little... This angle just doesn't give you a full view. I think he moves it right here.
Extension.
If it goes from where the 7 ball is, then he doesn't move it, because he's going to want to get stop shot position for the right hand corner on the 7 to play the 8. If it doesn't go by the 9, the cue ball, then he'll move it right now. He didn't have the angle.
Slight bit of movement for Shane. Top left. To close the gap just a slight bit.
Shane needs the next rack. A little bit of drama here. He's got to get this rack. Ko Ping Chung is resting, and these guys are battling.
Well, probably the most important break yet to come for Shane.
This is a very important break. He wants this tournament bad. He needs this. He needs this title to have the World 9 ball, the World 8 ball, and the World 10 ball. And he needs this game in order to have a shot at the shootout to do that with.
Oh, that 9 ball was going straight to the side. Just got bumped. And it's wide open. Just a 5 ball stuff.
Shane's powerful break. I don't know if it's let him down, but whatever it is, it was neutralized here.
Well, let's see what Kazakis can do from the 4 to the 5. Is he going to play in between the 5 and the 8? Play the 5 ball in the center and move the cue ball up table for the 6. I think that might be his only option to play. Just slightly short. A little bit of a brain fart maybe, because I think he had plenty of space to land in where things get comfortable, and now a little bit more angle on the 3 than he wanted to. Or is he looking for the combination? 5-10? Looks to be a little bit off angle. Don't think it's straight, George.
Yeah, he's...
Extension.
Is he going to try to come 2 rails to play the 5 ball on the side, or he's going to play a position to get safe here? There's also the combo on the 10. It's not a win. It'll get spotted back. And he'll continue. But it keeps Shane off the table.
Oh, he played for safety.
Yeah. See, Tim, there's a good example of why we're in the booth and why he's at the table. That was a very, very smart high-level shot. Simple as it was. Because those combos, they can all be missed. Well, walk us through this,
Five
Tim.
ball on the pocket.
Well, you could see on SVB's facial expression there that he probably thought the same as we did. That he literally made the face, well, this is a tough shot though on the 5. At least got separation of the balls, Shane. And Alex has missed the 5. Oh, and he gets lucky. 5 ball runs off the 10 to the short rail. Could have sold out the game. And this match could have been to a shootout. Oh, deep breath there, George. He's nervous. You can see it.
What would you be with a shot like this?
Well, I probably wouldn't be able to hold a cue. So, I mean, that's the difference.
Look at the shot Shane has just executed.
Yeah, perfect
That is
pace.
a strong, strong shot.
Trying to bring the cue ball behind the 8 and the 10, 3 rails. 5 ball will be in the open though. So unless he sticks the cue ball, he's going to leave the jump and
There's
he's
a
coming
pocket.
real thin. Ooh. Jump cue coming out.
Five ball on the pocket.
Close. Does he catch a roll? I don't think this goes as a roll, George. We're definitely gonna see that 9 ball going in
Nine
soon.
balls on the pocket.
Oh, whoa, whoa. Well, he's still at the table, but sure wasn't trying to make the 5 ball as well. Coming in from that angle, it's kind of low percentage to make that 5 ball go in. Is he going aggressive on the cut?
Well, if
Made sure to overcut the
you get
ball.
behind the 8, look at. Well, Shane is faced with a big decision here. Do you bank the ball straight back to the right-hand corner pocket
I kind of feel
and
the
win
bank.
the game? This either wins the game or loses this the match. Because even if he makes a shot, there's still a shootout.
Well, he is playing the safe. 6 behind the 7. Cue ball back down table.
He's not going to find cover.
Wants to get to the rail.
Get him on the rail.
Well, people are clapping.
Is it-
It might be just barely enough to not be able to pocket the 6.
It looks like it's real tough.
Pocket.
Yeah.
He's kicking at it, I think. Or is he cutting it? So he got him a little bit
in
with
the
the 7.
side.
In the side?
Oh, the double kiss. And this is the chance
Oh,
Shane has
boy.
been waiting for. Crazy,
Still has to
crazy
make a
match this has become.
good shot.
Yeah, around the 8. Needs a slight bit of angle though on the 7 ball. The 8 doesn't go to the bottom right. It's
I
funny
think
how
he landed
almost
straight in.
every detail is going wrong right now.
Yeah. He has to bring it back and play the 8 in the side. Or power draw it and probably just to the side.
Well, get off the rail.
This is a tough shot.
This 8 to possibly bring this to a shootout. Looks good. Looks good. Oh, and that's something you don't really see that often. You could hear Shane say, "Come on!" And that's something that doesn't really happen too often. So he's digging very deep right now to bring this to a shootout. Watch the cue ball. Nope.
What?
Stops.
What a little run out there. High pressure shots. They weren't easy. He came with 3 of them to force a shootout. And ladies and gentlemen, you're going to about be treated to a shootout. I've never seen Shane in a shootout. So, to explain the shootout, it's going to be 4 innings. The ball will be spotted, as you see, where the 10 ball is in the rack. After 4 innings, whoever is ahead wins. If they are tied, the cue ball gets backed up 1 diamond, and they have a box, the diamond squared up there. And it's sudden death. Alex makes his first one.
Yeah, the nerves going through the roof probably. This is for a place in the final of the World 10 Ball Championship. The title Shane wants so bad. And what a result that would be for Alex. One each now. Nicely executed. Handling the nerves well, both of them.
You'll see the scoreboard on the bottom left of your screen for the shootout. It'll be in green when they make it, and a check mark, and I believe it's in red with an X if they miss it. At the end of those, when those boxes are all filled in, if there's any red, and they're not the same as the other row on top, there's your winner. One with all the greens wins. Or more greens.
Kazakis also made the second one from the other side. There's a couple players out there that struggle when they start switching the sides. They have a preference for one side over the other.
Then I suggest they practice until there's no preference.
Yeah.
Shane.
Well, this is really starting to build up to a nerve-wracking ending. Imagine if we go shootout. Imagine they make the first 4 each.
Well, they both need 2 more. Shane was in a shootout. I mean, not Shane. Alex was in a shootout with the Egyptian player, and he won it 3-2, which means that he did miss in the 4 innings. Shane came close to being in a shootout in his last 2 matches, the final 16 and the quarterfinals, but avoided it. But here he is, enjoying the full format of this tournament in the Predator Pro Billiard Series. He looks really solid. The ball's hitting dead center. It's just real solid, as does Alex. But when things really change is when they back the cue ball up. Look to see them keep the same angle coming into the ball.
Yeah, this is like the warm-up for the sudden death.
Yeah. By the way, the time clock is running.
Well, 4 out of 4. Well, next Kazakis must make from here for Shane.
Drills it.
Perfect.
And we're moving on to sudden death. The cue ball backs up. The pressure mounts. And the player must perform. No bad rolls. No skids on shots like this. No clings. It's nothing but, did you make it or did you miss it?
Makes the first one, gets the job done. Full pressure on Shane. Coming up from the tougher shot.
You know, I think there is more pressure shooting second than there is shooting first, because if you really analyze it, if you miss the first one, you still a slight chance your opponent may miss his. But when you're staring adversity in the face, you gotta make this ball or you lose. So there's more pressure. Solid again, both players. The only one I've witnessed, the longest one I've witnessed, was in Arizona with Now Yuki Oi and Jesus Atencio. I've heard there's been longer ones, but I've never seen them.
Well, I do think Jan van
Oh, he
Lierop
made-
and Copigny had one in Ohio also. Long one, like 20 shots-ish.
Oh, I didn't know about that one.
There's a couple. This might turn into a long one though. They are queuing excellent.
All the pressure's on Shane right now.
Nobody crumbling. Was that 6 or was it 7?
That's 6. I'm going to run out of paper keeping score here.
Well, I'm being so nervous I can't count anymore. I'm on the edge of my
Wow.
seat.
I'm not nervous because I don't have a horse in this race. I try to stay neutral. But I gotta say, I would like to see Shane win this tournament to get that third and be the only player with all 3 world championships. But Alex wants to get in that final too. So neither player giving way. And we know one will miss.
Yeah, eventually. The only thing is, Kazakis does have this slight upper hand because he starts to shoot first. So he can also put the pressure on Shane every time he makes one.
Yeah. But Shane is very mentally strong.
Wow. That's number
By
7.
the way, for all you players out there that like this spot shot and practice this spot shot, the way Shane shoots them and the way Alex shoots them, it's exactly the same way. And Shane, that's just the best way, in my opinion, it's the best way to shoot it. It's the most consistent. A diamond off the long rail, right on the corner there of the box that they're locked into shooting from. This one's over a little, so they maintain the same angle as the first shot. The diamond forward.
Ooh. That did wobble a bit though.
You got to keep that wobble out of your mind. It went in.
They are just striking the ball so pure at the moment. Okay, Alex last one was a little bit wobbly, but overall just been queuing so so beautifully.
Well, the queuing is... Pressure's mounting with every shot. And if one bad thought slips into your mind, it could be a lot of trouble.
Yeah, it just stood dead still. Both players just barely moving on the shots either. Handling the pressure so well.
Alex has now made the 4 regular spot shots, and he's made 5 of the sudden death spot shots. Neither player has flinched on the stroke. They've all followed through perfectly. No movement. And great execution. They now both have 5 of the spot shots. From the back box. Alex comes with another one. Everyone quiet. Is your heart beating at home? If it's not, I don't know what makes it beat. Or in the stands.
That's number 10. Well, I think George is really running out of paper there.
Told you I was. This is
looks
beautiful.
so solid right now.
Absolutely. Both of them. Who will flinch first?
Well, what most of the people don't understand is this match has been going on for, what is it, almost 4 hours now. So first they had to play 5 sets to get to this stage, and then handle the nerves. So imagine you're playing a 3-hour pool match, and then a bunch of nerves are gonna show up, and you still have to handle that part. It's just a lot of fatigue, I would say.
And that is exactly why they're spaced the way they are.
10 ball being placed just where it is racked in the rack, so it's slightly different than the original spot shot we know.
11 apiece. I don't have words for this. This is awesome. The loser goes home with 17.5. The winner plays on, going after 70,000, and will meet Koping Chung tomorrow at 4 p.m. And there's an even dozen.
Yeah, slightly seeing a little bit more emotion from the both of them. If they made the shot, they start to turn around quicker, or a little bit of shake, like a come on kind of thing, slightly happening. They're just basically waiting for the other player to miss, but they're just cueing the ball so well at the moment. This is really rare. I don't think people understands that we don't always have these long shootouts.
No, they're usually over in 6. And this is a baker's dozen now. Shane has to make this. And there it is. Shane cracks. Misses the ball. Extremely impressive. Alex makes a baker's dozen with 13. 9 spot shots from the back box. Shane comes and makes 12 and misses the 13th. What a match. Alex Kazakis will go on to meet Koping Chung in the finals for the World 10-Ball Championship. Shane Van Boening will have to wait another year to add this to his list of titles.